Gordon Ramsay, a British celebrity chef, has a reputation for being a tough guy. The multi-Michelin-star television personality isn't afraid to express his opinions or try new things, even if he does so blindly, as he did in a mystery taste test segment on Jimmy Fallon. But there's one thing Ramsay has stated he would never eat. Continue watching the video until the end to find out. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more. Gordon's unexpected choice is something that many of us enjoy a few times a year. Ramsay's travel schedule is usually pretty full due to his portfolio of television shows. Nonetheless, he prefers to eat before boarding any flights, preferably at his own restaurant, plain food in London's Heathrow Airport, or by simply grabbing a light snack with an Italian flair. Once the plane is in the air, Ramsay refuses to eat any of the menu options available on board. Plain food is an absolute no for him. "There's no way I'm eating on a plane," the chef told Refinery 29. "I worked for airlines for years, so I know where food has been, where it goes, and how long it took before it got on board," he explained. Instead, Gordon opts for a pre-flight meal to avoid fiddling with tiny knives and forks on the plane. A nice selection of Italian meats, a little glass of red wine, some sliced apples or pears with some Parmesan cheese. "I'm like a pig in shit," he continued. Another no-no is pineapple pizza. Some people believe that pineapple pizza is the ideal combination of sweet and savory flavors. However, Gordon Ramsay is not convinced. Ramsay decided to order pizzas for the audience while hosting The Nightly Show. While he phoned in the order, audience members called out toppings, and when one person asked for pineapple pizza, Ramsay lost it in his trademark fashion. He yelled at the audience, "You don't put pineapple on a fucking pizza." He reminded the restaurant employee at the end of the call, "And no pineapple anywhere," after ordering pepperoni pizzas for the group. You don't mess with Gordon Ramsay's pizza. Deep-fried turkey. Gordon Ramsay doesn't just hate pineapple pizza. Grits, American sandwiches, and deep-fried turkey can be added to that list. On The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Ramsay said it was disgusting. "There's a reason we only eat that turkey once a year." Colbert, in his own hilarious way, disagreed. "I'm from the South, everything is deep-fried," he explained. "We dip it in concrete and then we deep-fat fry it." Soup of the day. It's an old joke. The customer asks the waitstaff, "What's the soup du jour?" and they respond, "The soup of the day." Hilarious, but according to Gordon Ramsay, the soup du jour isn't a laughing matter. It's one of the items on a restaurant menu that he absolutely despises. When Town and Country asked him what he would never ever order at a restaurant, he had this piece of advice. Ask what yesterday's soup du jour was before today's special. It may be the case that it's the soup du month. The thought of eating something that has been reheated and reused for days doesn't sound appealing, does it? The phrase "soup of the day" implies that it'll be extremely fresh, but take it from Ramsay, that isn't always the case, and you should probably follow in his footsteps and order something else. He hates the Wagyu beef trend. He despises the Wagyu beef trend because it's supposed to be a special cut that should be treated with a little bit of respect. That's not the case in the United States, where many restaurants serve the beef, which is not always the most appetizing sounding experience. Just Wagyu meatballs are available at his new Hell's Kitchen restaurant in Las Vegas. Foam on savory dishes. Ramsay revealed his dislike for foam on savory dishes in a Reddit IAMA in 2016. Ramsay stated at the time that foam should be used for shaving, not on top of food. He claims the trend began in the 1990s, and he's still surprised that people cook with it. Ramsay himself has a foam dish on his menu, which he explained is perfectly fine on dessert dishes. Overcooked Brussels sprouts. Would you rather eat a beating cobra heart or an overcooked Brussels sprout? While most of us would go for the latter, Gordon Ramsay would go straight for the heart. When asked if there are any foods he will not try during his Reddit AMA, Ramsay replied, "I think being a chef, the first thing that I set out to do was to make sure that I almost got to taste every ingredient anywhere in the world. So I'm an open book. Whether it's a beating cobra heart from a steak in Cambodia or a deep-fried tarantula or a beef Wellington, I'll eat absolutely anything. The only thing I draw the line is eating overcooked food. There is nothing worse than an overcooked Brussels sprout. The smell is disgusting." What strange food combo does Ramsay like eating? You'd be mistaken if you thought Gordon Ramsay's favorite strange food combination was Cheetos dipped in Nutella. In fact, his choice doesn't seem so strange. When asked about unusual food combinations during his Reddit AMA, he replied, "I had an amazing double pork chop with rhubarb." Now, rhubarb is something we literally eat with desserts, but this dish was incredible. It wasn't in Spain. It was a double pork chop that had been slow roasted over an open pit fire with rhubarb. Absolutely delicious. This was one of my mates that was trying to show off cooking in his back garden in Spain when we were out filming for Kitchen Nightmares. I didn't think it was going to work, to be honest, and then when I started tasting, I thought, shit, this is delicious. Redditors pounced on the chef's dubious response, claiming that the savory rhubarb dishes were common in Canadian, Scandinavian, and Nordic kitchens. One Redditor eventually concluded he's from England. That solves that. What is his favorite drink? Gordon Ramsay is the type of person who could benefit from a stiff drink after a long day's work. All that yelling and screaming has to tire someone out, but what exactly is his poison? If he's drinking something cold, it's a Scotch ale from Innocent Gun, which according to the website has vanilla and toffee flavors from the barrel aging process. Ramsay explained why it's his go-to in a Reddit AMA, saying, "So my favorite beer would be right now Innocent Gun. And that is an amazing beer that's brewed inside a smoked bourbon cask. It's got a really nice darky rich hoppy flavor that goes brilliantly well with burgers, but it's almost like a celebratory beer." On The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Ramsay served up his favorite cocktail, Giddy Up You Donkey, a nod to one of his well-known Hell's Kitchen insults. The drink is made with Patron Silver Tequila, smoked elderflower honey, strongbow cider, and lime, and is served at his Atlantic City pub. "That's delicious," exclaimed the chef after one sip. He of course did. What does he eat while he's on a diet? Ramsay recently overhauled his lifestyle and lost more than 50 pounds. He said, "I didn't have a figure, I didn't feel that good. After working my ass off and achieving a lot, I wanted to get in serious shape." Aside from a rigorous workout regimen, he identified a few aspects of his diet that needed to be readjusted, including portion control. Ramsay suggests drinking 2 glasses of water before eating, stating it just stops you eating a third more. You feel better but eat less. He does think you should allow yourself a small treat after a hard workout though. Give yourself a buzz. Mine would be a dairy milk chocolate, he says. And what did he eliminate from his daily diet? There's no milk, just because it's slow, he claims. Almond milk with Weetabix for breakfast, smoothie with frozen berries and yogurts. Dropping milk and cheese has made a massive difference. Of course, Ramsay does things his way, and when asked if this new diet was dietitian approved, he responded, "I haven't got a dietitian. Do you know what my dietitian is? Standing stark bollock naked on the scales every day. That's my dietitian right there." Okay then. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Do let us know your thoughts in this video in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such exciting content. See you in the next one.